Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Nicholas. I've started late today. Like, we're probably not even gonna have enough time to finish the video, but it's not too terribly bad outside and we're gonna be in the shade. So that's why I decided to start here. I need to reshape a flower bed that it's impossible to mow around, so you always have to grab the weed eater. And I have been on a mission to try to make my flower beds and everything as easy as possible to mow so that you have to grab the weed eater less. So that's what my goal has been. So we are on this side of my house, and it's actually the east side. Yeah. And so that's why we're doing it later in the day. So let me just show you. You guys might remember when we did this earlier this year, I planted the lemon thread false cypress in the barrel, and then I bumped forward some of the hostas. And then over here, this bed is very square until you get down to that side, but there's a part here, something to do with a sump pump or something of that nature. You have to forgive me because I don't know all those things, but what I want to do is bring the bed like that, so I don't know, yeah, so it's easier to mow, honestly. So that's what we're going to start with. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish just because the sun will go down soon, but we can start, and that's what I want to do. And then I do have some plants that we can use to go in this area. I have a beautiful echinacea out by my raised bed area right now. It just like keeps staring at me. It's so pretty. So this would be a good place to put it. And then I have some lavender that could go here, some other stuff. So I can go show you those plants, but we're gonna need to grab our tools and get started on this. Here's the echinacea that I have. I do not remember the exact variety, but it's absolutely beautiful. I have a sedum that we can put there. It doesn't look good this year, but it will bounce back and look fine next year. And then I have some lavender. This is the super blue lavender from Monrovia. And then if we wanted to, I have a boxwood. I have two, but I think one of them is dying. And then I also have a double play doozy spirea that could potentially go there. But I'm imagining that the planting portion will be on another day. It'll still be in this video, but it'll just be another day for me. So I'm gonna go grab my tractor and wagon and my tools, and I'll meet you right back over there. These are the tools that I have. I have my marking wand with a paint can in it, a garden spade that's flat, and a half moon edger. So I'm gonna take the marker, create my line, go in with my edger, make my edge perfectly, and then pull out the rest of the sod. So let's do that. I ended up going outside of my line a little bit to make it bigger, but it's fine. Alrighty folks, this is what I got done. The edge is completely finished and the sod removal is finished. I will be leaving this patch of grass because I'm trying to work smart, not hard. It will be a walking path, so I'm just going to lay landscape fabric over this and mulch and move on with my day, because that is a lot of work, you guys. I couldn't continue on if I tried. That took it out of me. So as I'm sure you guys can understand, but so we still need to lay the landscape fabric here in this grassy part, mulch and plant a couple things. So we will be doing that after I recuperate for a couple days. So but it'll be in this video, but I'm just gonna need a day or two. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. It's day 2 of this project. I had to rest a couple days because that was tough. But as you just saw, I went and grabbed some soil because I can show you when we get back up there, but where I dug out, I'm not like, you know, a professional sod remover, but I just took a lot of soil out, which life goes on. But if I don't put some soil back in, it'll probably be dipped down, and I'm afraid that any plants that I put there will kind of just be like, it'll be like a pool. So I got some soil to put back in that spot. And then there were some plants that I found like on super sale. So I don't know that we'll use them all, or yeah, I'm sure we'll use some of them, but yeah, I just couldn't pass it up. So, and then I think I've decided that I do want to take the grass out of the path. I was gonna leave it and just put landscape fabric, but I'm just afraid that it'd be like mounded right there, and I don't know that I'll love that. So we still have to do that. But I still have not even emptied the wagon that I filled the other day, so I have to start doing it with that, and then we can remove the rest of the sod, lay soil, plant, and then mulch. We're supposed to have some severe storms today, so we might get it done today, but I might have to come out tomorrow morning, but we'll get it done nonetheless. That is for the birds. Let me tell you what, I hear thunder, so we'll probably be pushing it. But I need to go grab a rake. I forgot that. Look how much better that looks already with just some soil, not even mulch or plants. I think the shape is great. It just continues in a circle. And I might have to, well, I will. I need to try to find, I think I got them at Menards, but I'm gonna have to get a couple more stepping stones. Probably 3, I would imagine. I'm trying to decide if I should continue or not, or if I should just plant a different day, because I'm gonna go show you the storm coming through. It looks like a bunch of just little cells, but I really don't want to be caught in a storm like I was. I think it was the last video I did, not my tour, but the one before that, I believe. It was when I did the containers. Like it was, I should not have been outside. So here, I'll show you. So you can see the blue sky right there, and then right behind it. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like a doozy, but I still don't think I want to be outside. It's very pretty though. So maybe we'll place the plants and see how far we get. And I will let you know what the plants are once I've decided what we're gonna use. So let me tell you the varieties that we have, and then I'm gonna stop because the storms are getting dangerously close. So I'm gonna wait until they pass and either come out in a little bit or tomorrow morning. But let's show you some of these beautiful plants that I have. So I wanted to create, I like when things are mixed and like, you know, it's kind of wild, and I want plants to touch. I don't want to see much mulch, but I also don't want plants like choking each other out. But the like showpiece, and I thought about putting the double play doozy spirea here, but I think it will get too tall and then it will hide stuff back there, and I don't want that to happen. So that's why I put these here. I actually have 2 echinaceas that, I mean, I'm not planting them in the same hole, but I kind of want them to be next to each other and like mingle, because I just think that they're both really pretty. I do not know the name of this one because I'm a bad YouTube gardener, and I planted it last year in the fall in a pot, and I pulled it out and I put it in a nursery container to overwinter, and I forgot to label what it was called. It's probably something similar to like Cheyenne, whatever it is, Sky or Spirit, just because it has that mixture of colors. And then this one is super, super pretty. Let me find the tag. This one is Double Scoop Strawberry Deluxe Coneflower, and it was not that price. I got these like it was a steal. These get 2 feet tall and just shy of 2 feet wide. But let me show you how beautiful that is. I love double cone flowers so much. So those will kind of be like the centerpiece, I guess. These small green plants, I started them from seed. They are, hold on. Oh, Dichondra Emerald Falls. So they'll just crawl across the ground and fill in like a ground cover, but they won't come back. And then here, here, and there, I have a beautiful Proven Winners sedum. This one is called, oh my gosh, it's hard to see. Hold on. Rockin' Round Pop Star. And let me see if I can find the stats. So it gets 8 to 10 inches tall and 20 wide. So it's a lot wider than it is tall. And it's hardy in zones 3 through 9. So that kind of creates like I don't know, like a border across the front. And then I have 2 of these beautifully colored heucheras. These ones are Peachberry Ice. And these do sun or shade. And this one gets 8 to 10 tall and 30 wide. So I'm hoping that it just ends up like with this and this and this, they end up touching and just filling in completely. And then this lovely pop of chartreuse green. This is called Dulce Apple Twist, or Dolce, part shade to shade. This area does get like sun until the very end of the day, so I think it'll be fine. And I have plenty of other heucheras here too. This one gets 10 to 12 tall and 20 wide, and it's hardy in zones 4 through 9. But I think that will be just a nice bright pop of color that you need. And then flanking this pathway, I have 2 lavenders, and these are actually from Monrovia, and they are called Super Blue Lavender. And these get 10 to 12 high and 12 to 14 wide, so they're short, which I really like, and they're hardy down to -30. And I just think that they'll look really nice flanking the pathway right here. I have more of the Dichondra Emerald Falls, and I have 1 leftover Snapdragon that I grew from seed this year. That's the 20 Rose, I believe. And then as the kind of statement on this side of the walkway is the Double Play Doozy Spirea. And this one wants full to part sun, and it gets 3 feet tall, 4 feet wide, so just a little bit wider than it is tall. And it's hardy in zones 3 through 8, and it has interest spring, summer, and fall. And then look how full of blooms it gets. Now, I don't traditionally like spireas, so I'm picky about them, but this is one that I love very much. I have one next to my greenhouse. So let me just give you one more glance, and then we're gonna go in, because let me show you. It's like almost here. There it is, right above my house. And I still have to put stuff away. So here's your glance again. And then who knows, maybe when we come out later, I'll have a idea to change some things, but I don't think so, because I think it's going to be really, really pretty. The bulk of the storms have passed. It's raining a little bit here and there, but I'm on a mission to get this done. I have a couple things I want to move. I thought about it, and I'm going to move them. I'm just going to plant everything, mulch everything, and then I'll give you a tour, show you what I changed, and we'll be done. I'm so cool with my really loud car, and I'm totally not overcompensating for anything. As you can see, I got it done, but it's raining. What's new? I'm okay with it though. I like rain. I don't like always working out in the rain, but I like rain, and I don't have to water my plants as much, so that's nice. But I got it done and I made some changes, so let me show you real quick what I changed. So coming this way, everything is the same until you get to the centerpiece that I called it. I had two echinaceas next to each other, and after I was thinking about it, I just didn't know that the colors really went together. So I ended up putting these two closer together and then put this one in the middle. All of this is still the same, and I ended up moving the other echinacea to that spot that I said I felt like I needed something, or if I didn't say it, I was thinking it. And everything else is just the same. So the path again will come through here. This shrub gets 4 feet wide, so that's 2 feet from center, and it's already like a foot out, so it might come to here and it won't neck it down. I mean, over there I need to move some stuff because it's hard to walk through, but anyway, it looks really good. I guess I could say it's almost finished, not quite because of the stepping stones, but it's good enough. I don't know. I was trying to think what my favorite thing I planted was, and I'm just not quite sure. I really love the sedum because of the blue. It's like blue, green, and purple, or like mauve colored together. I really, really like that. But I also really like the peach berry. I think that's what it was called. Heucheras, because just that color it kind of screams at me. And then I also really love the double echinacea, just because I love echinaceas, but it also kind of has the same color as the heucheras and also as the color in here, so it kind of just all goes together. I mean, I did plan it like that, but you know, sometimes it's shocking when things come together. Sometimes it's shocking when things don't, but I'm pleasantly surprised. And that is going to be it for today. I'm going to go take my second shower of the day because I'm wet from head to toe and dirty and gross. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have plenty more beds that I want to extend, but I think what I'm going to do, because I have a big area up by the front corner, there's a lot of sod that needs removed, and I'm just not, like, doing it all by hand doesn't sound like a fun thing. So I think I'm going to get like a sod cutter for that. So anyway, that'll be coming. So anyway, I hope you guys liked it. Maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't, but either way, I hope you had a good time, and I will see you very soon. Keep learning and keep growing.